Okay, now I need to check if YouTube's actually getting this. Yeah, okay, it's live. That's good. Good, good. It's getting hotter around here, hotter and humider. Right, where? Alright, you go to the hive. Hmm. Eh. Whatever. Gotta hold the stun, not just tap it, huh? Ah. That's right, you can platform on these. Oh, this is that place where I assassinated the guy. Cool. See a couple of grays on the map. It does mean hostiles.
You got a favorite poison? I'm looking for Tong.
Everyone wants to talk to Tom. Check the VIP lounge upstairs.
Get it. I'm guessing a door's still open somewhere, otherwise that guy wouldn't be alarmed. Concerned about it, though. Or is that the guard I knocked out before? And I stopped being alarmed, though. Oh, you're not the lady from before, huh?
You work here?
Yeah. You could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guilo. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
You expect me to fall for that? Small-timers don't attract this much attention. They don't have bell tower soldiers staking out their apartments. Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tong's going to ignore that kind of development in his town.
You're smarter than you look. Yeah. Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool. Now it's time you were leaving. Go back to your own country. There's nothing for you here.
You see that bodyguard over there? If you're gonna play tricks on the Guilo, you gotta train your people better. Everything about him is shouting out who you really are, Mr. Tong. Now how about we go someplace private? Unless you want everyone in the club to know what you're hiding.
Fine. Fine. I'll meet you in my office, downstairs in the basement. The boys will let you through.
Nice. That I have max upgrades. Oh, max damage reduction. He's still knocked out. Use of neuromuscular facilitation systems.
So, we got some privacy now. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company stole all the headlines a while back? You're still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 301. Place is a rat hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Alright. We're glad I got that social
Malik, you were
enhancement.
right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the Triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Because you might want to go over to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
Thanks. I just might check that out.
You do that.
What can I get you?
The Golden Phoenix sling.
Oh, a man of taste, are we? Excellent choice. There you go.
Alright.
What can I get you?
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But all right, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem? It involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong Operation here some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Can't ask. Details. It's
Tell
fine.
me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So, we helped her out. Gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector.
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart. Assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does, and that's where you come in. Bow Tower set up a surveillance network around town, a series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy AUGs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
Yeah, for me, I definitely want more details because I feel like if this is the kind of shakedown where like she can't pay because she doesn't have the money, then I'd be more willing to kind of help her out if she got duped into this. But I couldn't ask details, so I'm just gonna have to roll with the punches and see how it goes. Speaking of, I ain't going out the front door. I completely forgot that because I was following the waypoint just mindlessly. No, we have a vent. You get in for free. I'll try going in the front door, though, now that I'm associated. I really want a suppressor. Hey, Alyssa, you'll be happy to know I haven't actually killed anyone last night. So I got myself a stun gun, which that helps. Also, should I, like, start a half hour later? Because I noticed it's really rare for any of you to come here on time. Oh, hi there, credit chip.
谁？有一个，看起来很先进。傻了，讲那个 BT 他们要打，老板说我们也可以打。
Good job, Lao Wei. I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
What code found, eh? So glad I can zoom out. Alright, so I need to find 1, 2, and 3, eh? Alright, let's zoom out even further.
Access granted.
One down, 2 to go, my friend.
Honestly, when I think back on it, I mean, aside from the boss, and I think some of those thugs in the first place, because I ran out of trank ammo, I don't think I've actually killed anyone. It's all been knockouts or sneaking past. Although I will say I'd be totally okay with killing people if I had a suppressor. Want to control my engagements, and going loud is not controlling my engagements. Okay. Wonder if I can... No, that's one way. I wouldn't be able to try capturing that. Okay. I still wonder if that one merc I killed, I could have actually just knocked out.
Access granted.
Good. Second relay is down. Only 1 remaining.
Because only after I had time to properly explore the map, instead of just huck all my grenades and shoot them dead, I realized there were a number of ways they could have taken them out, huh? They all require foreknowledge. It does incentivize replaying, but at the same time, it doesn't quite feel like this game wants me to replay. Maybe it does. Who knows? Actually, I think every bigger budget game, this included, probably wants you to replay it to some extent, but like not everybody's on board with that. They always end up being a mixed bag in that regard. Like a good example, I think, is ESO. The fact that those quests just aren't replayable. Like, yeah, you could. I mean, technically, you can replay some of them, but like they aren't written to be replayable. They have one set way to go through, and one thing you do in them, and that's it. And there's a lot of dialogue. Alright. Like. But, and like, sure, that means you play through it once. You get all you want, you explore all the dialogue options and whatnot. But then the game's like, here, you need like 4 characters because you can't change class. And there's 4 classes. Or, I think there's, last I played are like 6 classes, so. Here, let's have you play through the entirety of the game and all these non-repeatable quests another 5 times. There we go. It's like there's conflicting interests that make a mixed package. Yeah. What I'm concerned about isn't the incentive to replay it, but rather how well designed it is for replayability. Which that a sentence in of itself doesn't explain much. I mean, is it like Ultra Kill, where like there's a lot of different minute differences you can make and it's fun the entire time through? Or is it like ESO, where it's nice the first time but just a slog the second time, and you kind of have to go through it multiple times so you have all the classes? It's like here, yeah, there's incentive too, because we do have skill trees, we do have different ways you could try going about things. But would it be fun to go through it a second time? Would it be as fun as the first time, or more fun? I'm not entirely sure how to suss out the answer to that other than just playing it a second time. Replayability is one of those things that, as far as I've learned, you just have to play test for. Or rather, get a very satisfying gameplay loop going. Okay, oh, same as last time. Take the spam last. Alright, ah, shit.
Access denied.
They have an attempts thing, but it doesn't seem to go down. So, it's really just a lockdown timer, huh? Okay. I can tell you Dark Messiah, I mean, as long as you learn to, like, skip or how to skip some of the cutscenes, it's... I think I played through that like 7 times in the first month I had it. That's a different game. I think I'll use the nuke stuff. Yeah, I can imagine. Alright, that's 2 nukes. So now I can fortify, steal, kind of thing.
Access
Got it.
granted.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon. And I've got it. Jaya is hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her coordinates. Get over there and get us the money she owes.
Wait a minute. I wonder how far I can zoom in. That guy's got a CR? I was kind of hoping he had a sniper, honestly. And boop. Nothing extra, huh? How much ammo I got now? Oh, I got an extra 2 mags, almost extra 3 mags. Nah, I think I'll leave them here. Not like anybody really comes up to the rooftops. Wait, seriously? Pointing this way. Oh, this is Hengsha Court Gardens, huh? I know I knocked out all the guards here, so did they wake up or not? Or are they on a different floor? That's another good question, I suppose.
Who are you? Another one of Tong's thugs? Well, get out! I told him I won't pay another credit.
Look, I know this is not an ideal situation, and I'm not proud that I gotta do this. But Tong's crew wants the money you owe them.
Oh, you poor boy. Having trouble dealing with the dirty job you have to do? And I should feel sorry for you? Reality check, taxman. You're here to steal money from me.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate.
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the AUG. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to know.
How much are they asking from you?
A couple hundred credits every month. Doesn't look like much, but in the long run, let's just say they've made a very lucrative deal. Especially if you consider I'm not their only client.
Couldn't you work without the augment? You wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble if you'd played by the rules.
Play by the rules? Let me tell you a little story about playing by the rules. I come from a poor family. My father, my mother, my 2 sisters, and 3 brothers, none of them ever amounted to much. When I tried to do better, when I made efforts in school, they said I was wasting my time. I got into business school, and again, they said I was wasting my time. That I could never compete with all those rich kids and their tutors and extra classes.
But you did.
I did. I finished top of my class, without the extra help and special attention, only through blood, sweat, and tears. And then what did my classmates do? They cheated. They once again bought their way to success. And what did my family say? That I had wasted my time. I was just supposed to accept defeat after all the efforts I've made? No. No way.
How did you meet Tong?
The same way most people end up meeting Tong. I was hurt, and one of his hounds smelled blood. They came to me and offered me help. I was intelligent enough to know it was a bad idea, but angry enough not to care.
Listen, maybe I can speak to one of Tong's men. Try and get you off the hook.
You would do that? I thought you were just another one of his mindless thugs. It's hard to properly express what this could mean for me.
Don't thank me yet. I can't guarantee they'll listen, but I'll try.
That's what I'm talking about. Plus, it's a crime syndicate, so I ain't gonna deal with that. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, yeah. Move him to the side, didn't I? Now where's the elevator? Here. Yeah, they got this place on secure lockdown for sure. Just going in and out as I please. I consider tossing them over the edge, but I really don't know if they take fall damage or not. Yeah, I've kind of noticed, like, the game really does treat them as dead, except for the fact that another enemy can come by and wake them up. What? I definitely went the wrong way somewhere. Here? Yeah, it's here. Again, I wonder if I can go in through the front.
You're back. Price hasn't changed.
Maybe another time.
All right, your business. You come back and see me if you change your mind.
Yeah, because there's the one mission that has you, you know, knock out a guy, then toss him off a building. And, like, sure, he's kind of dead there. But, like, outside of that script, that could be scripted, honestly. Because I've tried, like, shooting a thug that I knocked out a long time ago, like one of the first 1 or 2 streams. And aside from getting the whole neighborhood on my ass, that didn't really amount to much.
You got a favorite poison?
Hey, about that job?
You found Jaya yet? You need to get back the money she owes us.
This woman, Jaya. Tell me again what you want from her.
Only the money she owes. Payment for an upgraded social enhancement chip we got for her. Thanks to you, we now know she's hiding in an apartment building in the residential district, the Hengsha Court Gardens.
I know the place. Had to get into it once already.
Second time's always the charm.
Aside from all the consequences, there were no consequences.
What's it gonna take for you to leave Jaya alone for good?
I don't understand. Didn't you get the money?
I know about the Shylock scam you're running. Get her the augment she wants and then bleed her with monthly payments for the rest of her life. I want to know what it's gonna take for you to leave her alone for good.
A cyborg with a heart of gold, are we? Tell you what, Guaylo. You give me a year's worth of payments and she's free.
5K? Oh, save them for a praxis. Do you even have the cash on me right now?
You're too kind a man. A fine specimen of humanity. Here's your money. Now you better leave her alone.
Don't make threats you can't enforce. But yes, she's off the hook. Here, take this praxis kit. It's top-notch, so have fun.
Oh, gonna practice anyways. But yeah, no grunt to death. It didn't seem to change his state from knocked out to dead, even though I popped a cap into his head. But the noise did, of course, bring the whole neighborhood down on me, which, no. No thank you. With that, I should be very damage resistant. Oh, and I have an extra one from XP, huh? Ask and ye shall receive indeed. I think I'll do hacking stealth. I don't want to get detected. Yeah, have you ever played Oblivion? How much cash do we even have right now? 316. Ooh, I'd had just enough then. Let's see if I can, like, talk to her. Because it kind of bugs me we don't fully follow through on these quests. Like, there's the guy back in Detroit. I'm like, yeah, I'll patch you in with somebody at the company. So I can do this through legal channels. And I never got to do that. It's just quest end as soon as I made that promise. Which is like, seriously, man? You gonna break that promise? You gonna wait for him to come to you? Or something? Balance mechanic. And now with here, it's like, sure, paid her off. You should be off the hook, but like, come on. Come on. I gotta tell her she's off the hook. Otherwise, how the hell would she know she's off the hook if I don't tell her? Alright. Also, I'm thinking of spending my last 40 bucks on getting a new controller. Because DualShock 3s just aren't really working. Or maybe they will. Because a hotfix fixed it, and not like rebooting my computer or rebooting the game, so maybe it's just the kind of fucked up controller support and finally fixed it, so maybe the DualShock 3s will work. Because Steam still recognizes them, it's just Warframe had issues. And there's a third-party controller I got a while ago to replace the DualShock 4 when I started to be dissatisfied with it, but like, it's got a bunch of macros baked into it software-wise. A lot of third-party controllers do that, and I don't want any of that, but I don't know where the manual for it is, so I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know how to get things the way I'd like them to be with that, so that's kind of also as good as dead if I can't find the manual. So looking at Logitech controllers, because Logitech make really durable mice, and they seem to have some rather affordable controllers too, but I'm looking to see how durable or good they are. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. Just take it. Honestly, they could have just took the 5K, gave me the practice kit, and then continue to harass her. I won't know. Actually, I'm curious if the game would have let me, you know, pop a cap in his head and then count his quest complete. I mean, I might have the stats now to afford a frontal assault brawl like that, but I still don't want to chance it. Yeah, there was like, what was it, like a Razer mouse I think I initially had, because it had a lot of buttons on, some extra buttons on the side. And that one, like the middle mouse click, like when you click down the mouse wheel, that started to go after like a few months or something, maybe a year or two. The Logitech one though, I got to replace it. I mean, it's had no problems at all the entire time. But when I start moving the mouse closely, there's just a little bit of... I can't quite get a smooth turn going. And honestly, that could be me having a bit of a shaky hand. It could be because of the fact I'm on a small mouse pad, so the DPI has to be high. Or it could be, you know, a part failing, but it's probably not a part failing. I'm just saying that's a possibility. It's probably the small mouse pad part, though. I don't really have a desk size for it. If I want to get a larger mouse pad, I'd have to reorganize my room. At best, at worst, I'd have to buy a new desk along with a mouse pad. Oh, that's... wait. Because I'm not a murder hobo, so I don't actually know if Deus Ex has essential NPCs or not, but that's a real bummer if it do. Oh yeah, I think. I mean, I can tilt it my middle mouse to the side, left and right as well on this Logitech one. But I've yet to. I'm not sure if it actually gets picked up on the software side. It does click though. I could do it to the side, so it definitely has it. I don't know if it gets picked up though. But yeah, like the Logitech controller is like $30 or something. It's definitely within my budget. Because like a new first-party controller is going to be like $70 now, which is horrendous. But when you consider the fact that my last one literally lasted me 5 years before I started having problems, it's a little forgivable. So now I'm curious how long the Logitech will last.
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
No. No, being female does not entitle you to secrets.
Of course, but I can tell something's bothering you. And I'm concerned. What's going on?
I just had to look into something. For a friend. She deserved better.
I'm listening.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
Get all the intel you can.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at LIM for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would LIM have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays LIM does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
More capitalism at work.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poisoned, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
Always tried to see the good in people, give them the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Alright, that was about, so no details.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop, but I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Okay.
What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Limb Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, limb details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
Alright, now let's reorient. Yeah, what's this closet?
Oh, best in town.
Alright, I doubt I have anything new to... Oh, right, I have alcohol. What's this do? Additional 30 health points. 4chan. Who is this 4chan? I paid like, what was it, 25 or something for that? Yeah, I'll sell it. You know, given how common 10 mils are, maybe I could sell this because it's like 930 and then go knock out a guy, pick up his 10 mil, sell it, and then go on repeat. I actually want to use my 10 mil though. Plus it's decked out, so never mind on that. Sure. Alright, I passed up on the pips, didn't I? Alright, what do you have? Got 10 mil, I have way too much of that. Combat rifle, I think I have a decent amount for now. Ah, yeah, some virus software stuff that could help. Exploding rounds package, that's for a revolver. Shrink, gun, silence sniper rifle. So want that, but I can't afford it. That'll be like, what, 250 for everything? And that'll also be 250.
Come back anytime.
Oh, excuse me one moment. Stink bug buzzed around my ears and landed on my shoulder. I will dispose of this smelly thing right now. Okay, it is disposed of. I have one. It's the third stink bug I have found. Not in as many days, but close, because I found a stink bug yesterday and got it, and a stink bug today now. And then a while ago, maybe a week ago, there's another stink bug. Spring has come. Fuck. I hate this season the most. Or, is it spring or is it summer? One of the two I hate the most, though. Evelyn Carmichael. Oh, that same conspiracy theory. Same conspiracy theorist. Evelyn Carmichael, a young woman in her early 20s, became one of the latest victims claimed by the deadly Yozao rooftops, that authorities clamoring for stricter safety regulations and zoning permits. Sources close to the victim say Evelyn had been out celebrating with her boyfriend before the incident occurred. A witness, whose identity was not released, claimed she slipped and fell while descending one of the many staircases that connect the Yozao and Qui-Gon rooftops with Pandang Street below. Police believe alcohol or drugs may have influenced the fatal accident, but officials claim the tragedy could have been avoided entirely if laws were different. Elections just around the corner, Evelyn's death will no doubt spark a host of new debates and controversy concerning citywide safety regulations. Rooftop-related injuries and deaths have steadily risen in the last 5 years, making up over 60% of all recorded accidental fatalities each year. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the reason I'm not sure, they're both hot, so I don't like spring or summer. But spring's also when all the insects come out. And given I live in an old house, they already live in the walls to hibernate, so some of them fail to go outside and come out inside, and they have to deal with them, and it's mostly stink bugs, which are really loud. Loud, and when you try to crush them, they smell. Well, it's a grassy smell. It's not terribly unpleasant to me, but it is powerful. There's just so goddamn many of them, and the real issue is the fact that for privacy's sake I keep my door closed, which means it keeps the heat in. And it's also bright because computer. So it's both bright and hot, and that's both the things stink bugs are looking for, the sun. But then summer is just super fucking hot. Yeah.
controls the technology controls the world. So take a pill for your poison.
Alright, this is the new one. Bye, girl. The Lim Clinic contact has agreed to meet you tonight. I don't know how large or small this window of opportunity is or how long it will remain open to us. It's the only thing we have to go on. Hopefully we can trust him. He holds the biggest piece of this puzzle. Sorry, I can't be of any more help on this. As much as it pains me to see Lee walk, my hands are tied. If my supervisor found out I was even talking about this, he'd have my badge. I've attached a copy of the police report filed on the night of the incident. The original transcript has been practically gutted by IID, as you will no doubt see. An autopsy report should help fill in the blanks. Yes, you owe me a pocket secretary. Incident: 23-year-old Caucasian female, DOA from probable fall downstairs, only witnesses boyfriend who was found at scene. Evelyn Carmichael, severe head trauma, cranial lacerations, internal bleeding, swelling, likely cause of death. Lee Kong, on citation needed at approximately 23:49 hours, personnel from LHPF responded to a distress call from suspect number 209 Lee Hong, transcript recording 209E11 upon arrival at the scene. The responding officer witnessed victim number 594EC Evelyn Carmichael on the ground near citation needed. Victim was unresponsive. First responsive EMT unit on scene. Pronounced victim deceased approximately 02 hours. Victim was transported for further evaluation and possible treatment. Suspect, wearing a shirt covered in what appeared to be victim's blood, was questioned by responding officer Sergeant Naji. Suspect was visibly distressed, claiming victim had been drinking prior to the incident and had fallen. Suspect was tested, confirming suspicion of intoxication. Suspect was then detained and transported for further questioning after EMT unit cleared him for release. Suspect later claimed incident occurred moments before call to LHPF emergency, roughly between 23:40 and 23:45 hours. Further screening and urinalysis revealed narcotic element X9 in suspect's system. Suspect remained in custody before being released. Forensic evidence at the scene turned up inconclusive data to support suspect's claim. Blood spatter analysis concluded that while blood cast-off patterns matched those of a fall, there was no evidence of a low to medium velocity impact spatter to match victim's wound and the probable cause of death. Blunt force head trauma and intracranial hemorrhaging. Further investigation into the case are suspended until post-mortem evaluation and autopsy is concluded at. Pending further evidence, suspect is clear of prosecution, formal charges or otherwise, by order of attorney.
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as the installation.
Well, it's super nice to not have to concern myself with fall damage and start thinking more vertically in my movement. It's also, I still have a kind of disappointing jump. It's like slow to rise. There's a bit of a float to it, but it still is like, what is it about this jump that feels rough? Yes, rough. Wrong and off. Like how fast I accelerate downwards. It's like I just plummet. Yeah, it builds up speed way too fast in the downward descent. And of course, with falling, the issue is, of course, that cutscene. I mean, I got Apprentice of Acrobatics now for my jump, so that's okay. I need to, like, double check this stuff. She said to remember that, and I don't know how much of it I should actually remember. Ah, boy. Oh boy. I hope I don't have to fully remember it. Okay. This guy doesn't look like he belongs.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Nice hat. Oh, I do have to remember it. Oh no.
Death and life have their determined appointments.
What? Oh, and riches and honors depend upon heaven. Very good.
Right, what now?
Shh. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
Wait, LIM stands for Liberty in Mind and Body? Oh, they totally came up with the acronym first and then the actual name later. Okay.
It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that I
Over here! Come on now! I'm relieved to know they sent a professional, at least.
That makes two of us.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
Not enough credits, of course.
A little piece of advice. When attempting to extort money from someone, don't give them what they want before trying to rip them off.
What? What? You mean you aren't going to pay? But I risked everything to get you that file.
Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
You scoundrel! You'll regret this someday. You just mark my words.
See you later, X.
Yeah, there was no mention of a price, that's for sure. All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. That. I forget who that quote is really from, but that is a good quote. As evil men will act, and all it takes is you not to counteract them for them or plans to go accordingly. It's the messaging autosave. Oh. Death, 2215, final diagnosis. Craniocerebral injury, scalp contusion, linear pattern of lacerations of right side of skull, linear pattern of laceration of right cerebral hemisphere, subarachnoid and subdural hemorrhage, small contusions, tips of temporal lobes, abrasion of left cheek, abrasion contusion, posterior left shoulder, abrasions of right lower back, posterior right lower leg, toxicological study of blood ethanol undetected, blood drug screen, no drug detected. Cause of death of a 23-year-old female is asphyxia by seizure associated with craniocerebral trauma and intracranial hemorrhaging. quantitative blood tests revealed a high level of HCG, human subject bloodstream, or hormone produced during the early stages of pregnancy. Further examination confirmed the presence of the first trimester fetal development. So depending on what your definition of life is, this could have been a double murder.
Malik, I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
And do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
I'm inclined to kill the guy. This is someone who deems themselves outside of morals. I was about to say outside the law, which yes, he is outside the law, but the law isn't necessarily morals or justice. I think this is the kind of guy assuming, yes, I am buying into the fact that he did kill her. And probably after she told him she's pregnant. So instead of having an abortion. Yeah, this is the kind of person I totally want dead. So, if I have the option, you know what I'd like to do. Because with systems this corrupt, I don't think they'll do justice to it. I think if we hand them in... Oh, no, wait, I know a better way. If we do hand them in and expose them, that disgraces the family, the thing they didn't want to happen. That'll cause damage to the family that covers up such an asshole, and then we can kill the asshole. Because there's still a chance that the family will bury this yet again, even with all the evidence. Nothing I can really do about that. Okay. Why did it force me to crouch? Why am I getting forced to crouch here? Alright. Okay, they put invisible barriers here. Well, that's bullshit. Nope, nobody in here.
Malik, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
Okay, I hid in the closet thinking somebody would burst in like before. And now I can interact with it. What is that? Has to play a 69. Not nice. Alright, so that's bolted down. Not going to go through that.
Hey Lee, baby. Can't wait to see you today. But I'm stuck at work. I know, I'm sorry.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
Alright, let's do some hacking. Alright, I got some hacker stealth, so I'll try going for the goodies the first time, and then we'll see how it goes the second. And not good. Two, one.
Access denied.
Damn it. So close. Okay, I'll make use of the nuke software then level 4. It's like the hacking had a lot of perks to it. See the chance of protection. The database features contents. Or stuff that's just hacking things. Fortify. 2 points for nose rating, 3 points for nose rating. Okay, that can greatly slow stuff down. And then there's stealth, which is just, you know, decrease the odds of detection. You don't have to run programs on it. Again, exact same 4 attempts left. I really want to know what the hell that's up, what that's about. Okay.
Access granted.
Yeah, that's everything. Didn't have to use a single program because stealth actually worked. Alright, so Lim. Hi Lee, your father wanted me to forward this to you. It's the quarterly report concerning your family's recent investments in Lim. Still waiting on the financial statements from Bell Tower Associates. They are surprisingly tight-lipped when it comes to business. Then again, I'm not surprised. They are privately owned, after all. Still, considering your father's executive holdings, you'd think they'd be more forthcoming? Still on for Friday? Okay, that's a girl. Rating maintained to buy. Price target lowered to 165. Yeah. Yeah, they might have. Looks like it takes up a third of the skill tree. And you won't be spending that much time doing it unless you invest heavily into it, so, yeah. It misplaced, it feels like. But it could be elite hacksaw, I suppose. Company reported stronger than anticipated. Quarter 427 financial performance, beating expectations for the 4th quarter in a row. Yet, we anticipate shares will trend lower over the next several weeks. Recommend opportunistic investors wait for shares to dip into the C145 to C140, 149 per share range before buying aggressively. Our target multiple for the company shares is 25 times our fiscal 29 EPS estimate. Blah blah blah. So yeah, again, you have profit over everything there. They're just expecting infinite growth, and that's their goal. Infinite growth in a finite world. That's pretty dumb, but that's how it be. My son, your behavior as of late has been disgraceful. Up until now, I've done everything in my power to support and protect you, but my patience is running thin. If you do not change your embarrassing lifestyle, I'll have no choice but to remove you from both the company and family, meaning no more financial support or immunity. You dishonor us all with your whoremongering. Yeah.
Malik, looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find.
Just in case the guy pops in. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the only thing I dislike about the hacking minigame is just how it's a random chance to be...
Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything.
Yeah, as I was saying. Like, it seems fun, but what I don't like is the random chance to get detected, because then I just have to operate on the assumption that I will be immediately detected, and that does kind of spoil it a bit. That's why I'm messing into stealth, though. Reduce those odds.
Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
I feel like if I don't invest the hacking points, I'm gonna hit a paywall, because I have those hacking grenades and I have to use those now. I'd like to invest. Alright, so even though I do rely heavily on stealth, none of this stuff really seems to immediately make me less. It gives me more information, which is nice to have, but not necessary to sneak effectively. Except for, like, here with the quiet movement stuff, but I'll hang on that later. Oh my word, I forgot about this stuff. See-through walls and wall... Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel like I have to invest at least the next point to stealth 3 and hacking. That'll make things easier. And I probably have to start investing to hacking capture, which is just... not fun. But after that, I am going to go into... yeah, smart vision, see through walls. Maybe some accuracy stuff. I mean, the laser sight kind of negates the need to invest in, say, aim penalty reduction. Because the laser sight's just bullets go where the laser dot is. I haven't really been using the 10mm though. I still want to get it upgraded because armor piercing rounds sound like they will be majorly helpful later on. But the damage hasn't been spectacular, nor is the fire rate, so I guess I'll be upgrading those. Oh, right, I don't have to go through the front door.
Malik, I'm in the hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
Alright. So he'll still be able to ruin more lives, but his own life will be ruined too. That's the thing, it's like I want to kill him so that you can stop all the evil he'll do right there and then. But he could be turned into a martyr. Killing anyone with any kind of a name, the chance of turning him into a martyr, which is not something you want, especially when they're an enemy you just killed.
What you want, Chrome Boy?
Is your name Lee Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, piss off! I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Because unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
All right. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Because the police report was full of inaccuracies. Like someone deliberately tampered with evidence.
Yeah, and? That still don't prove shit.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation, something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy?
How many investments Belter gave you immunity?
Lim. Your family's sizable investments in Lim assured the autopsy performed on Evelyn's body would never see the light of day, and her death would simply fall through the cracks of an already crumbling justice system.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee, but only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee. Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my God, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
More hacking. No, this is a problem. It's literally right here. Oh, this could start a gunfight. Hold on, that's rating 3, motherfucker.
I knew someone over here. Kill you!
It's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Looking for Mr. Tong? His office is in the basement. No one goes down there without an appointment. Understand?
No code found. Alright.
All right, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee.
Okay, if I just punched a bouncer, I'm gonna have a bit of a tough time getting out. Hate to say I just save scum, but I think I did. Forgetting like my stealth bungle, yeah, I'll play through that, but I think having to go lethal is an issue I will have to just let be. Alright. Doesn't even care anymore. Also, I kind of realized in retrospect that thing was a grenade and I could throw it. Because it never missed before. I always thought you just kind of auto-placed it on there, right? No, you actually throw it. So, I probably could have done that from a distance. But oh well, I punched him. I'm out of those, so I really have to invest in hacking.
Jensen.
Malik?
Well, first take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the right hands. The Hongs aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive? It's almost showtime. In 3, 2...
Malik.
Just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch. She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
Nice. Oh, I got 2 points. So yeah, next point goes into stealth, and then because I feel like I just have to, the game's forcing me to spend that point there. I think I'll preempt it with the next 2. I was gonna get, you know, looking through walls and shit, but no, I'll just have to be able to do tier 5 terminals. Alright. I don't know, there are people that speak Chinese here. There's probably a translator in here. Also, I did set the game language to English. But yeah. Some of the background NPCs do speak Chinese and then with English subtitles. Like that's a language in its own. There's Chinese and there's Chinese with English subtitles. Anyone you actually interact with speaks English with a Chinese accent. That last sentence didn't really fully answer your question. It's probably a translator, to be frank. Either a translator or in the helicopter ride over here he learns Chinese, which, I mean, damn impressive, but also you can just hand wave that with augments. I'm wondering where I could get the passcode to that security system, though. Also, I did not get any money from that. Alright, so I got the extra armor, which is going to be real helpful. Hacking stealth, so that's good. And then I'm just going to have to invest into hacking capture, because, fuck man, I feel like the game's forcing me there. Again, there's a code. I feel like if I did some more snooping, maybe I could get my hands on the code, but... The game tends to point me to quote-unquote optional stuff. So, maybe being a bit stupid, but I am just following the marker.
When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as the installation. Okay, where are signs?
Almost like that. 21:44. 15 minutes. I can open my door to let the heat out. I was about to say let the cool night air in, but it's not how heat works. Cold is an absence of heat. So, yeah. Common saying is it's wrong, scientifically speaking.
Forget it, man. You're not my type.
This isn't a booty call, Van Bruggen. This is about you and some friends of yours I met in Detroit.
Detroit? Yeah, okay. I got it now. You with Serif, right? You were there when I had to pull the plug.
So you admit it. You were running a mole.
The heck, man. Just the heck. Worst decision I ever made taking that gig. As you can obviously see.
You attack my people, Windmill. You hope to walk away from this. You tell me what you know.
Down, boy. I've got no allegiance to that backstabbing bitch who hired me. Especially after she painted a target on my back. The girl you want is Zhao Yunru, Tai Young Medical's CEO.
Tai Young Medical? They're Serif's biggest competition.
How do you think they got that way? Zhao doesn't like competition, see? So she uses hack attacks, blackmail, extortion, anything she can do to destabilize him. No offense, but Serif was just the latest in a long line.
You got any proof of this?
There's a surveillance recording in the Tai Young Tower. I stashed it on the server in case I ever needed an insurance policy.
Not a very smart place to hide it, seeing as you don't work there anymore.
Things got hot before I could move it. And now, I got you to get it for me. Of course, you can't just walk into that place. You're gonna need an employee card encoded with your biometrics to use the TYM shuttle.
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me where to get one.
Hey, I'm always prepared. There's a certain security guard, likes to dabble with the ladies. You'll find him at the Hong Hua Hotel top floor corner room. Sneak in, snatch the card while he's otherwise engaged, and bring it back here so I can code it with the biometrics in your passport.
I was there when you flatlined that Mo, Van Bruggen. You think I'm gonna trust you?
You have to if you want that evidence. Now run along, Serif, man. And don't get too distracted watching the action.
I like the cut of this man's jib.
Was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to the Pinche project, the Earthseeker
Earthseeker sphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things...
But I worked for these guys. It's set to 90, but it still feels off. Less than that. Top floor, corner room. Oh, what I recall. Yep, these are linked.
You were awesome, baby.
Jensen, you got any news yet? You know I hate being left in the dark.
Yeah, I found Van Bruggen. Looks like the Tai Young Medical Corporation hired him and the Mercs to destabilize us.
TYM? They already have the lion's share of the global augmentation market. Why use Van Bruggen?
In order to get that share. Hopefully I'll be able to prove it once I get this smart card back to Van Bruggen.
You need backup, let me know.
Man, doing the main quest nets you a lot of XP. Really don't reward sidetracking that much. They do reward it, it's just small. Yeah, then, I'm now realizing that if I'm intending to go the stealthy route, I still have invested fully into armor, which I won't need if I stealth well. No, I think it's full translation. I know what I said was a bit confusing, so I was stating what I think happened and then what the game's doing, which isn't quite what's actually happening. So I think Jensen is probably speaking Chinese, and maybe he interlaces some English in there, but we won't know. Because he's got some kind of bilingual transplant in there.
To make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean.
So I guess we're actually at nighttime then. But why are we always at night? It's weird.
You actually came back. My faith in human nature is restored.
Save it. Here's the smart card and my passport. Now start encoding.
There you go. All shiny and bio-encoded, just like I promised.
Where do I find this recording?
On a surveillance server in the TYM tower. But that badge will only get you into the lower city factory via their employee shuttle.
And how am I supposed to get up to the tower from down here?
Never said it wouldn't require a little finesse. Look, the tricky part is getting through the Pangu. But you're a resourceful guy. I have faith in you.
Right. And after I'm through the floof?
You'll be in the upper city tower. The server you want is in the central security hub. The login and password are on this. Now, about my reward.
Biomedical, man! They're here!
Banner! I want that hacker dead!
You gotta help me, Jensen. They're gonna kill me!
And that concerns me how?
Ha!
Oh, come on, man. I helped you out. At least give me a weapon so I can defend myself.
I can get another combat rifle. It's not augmented.
Alright, fine. Take this and get out of here.
Oh, thanks, man. I won't forget this.
Alright, these guys are soldiers. I'm probably okay with killing them. I mean, I'll knock them out if I can, but I honestly am a bit itching to have some conclusive combat instead of a ye knock them out till they get woken up.
PicusWeb.com. This is Eliza Cassandra reporting to you live from Picus. It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that I may have to retract an earlier statement. Stop him!
Need a better line. He's on the run. Let me put this. Need a line of sight.
All right. The combat rifle, as I have mentioned. Oh, that guy be dead. I thought it was a girl, then I thought it was a guy. Now I know it's a girl. As if capsule hotels weren't shitty enough, you know? Real glad that was unupgraded. Real glad. Alright. Oh, it's mine template. Coolio. Alright, I want to know how many of them I can actually take out. That was a bit scuffed. Alright, let's avoid that. And goodbye. Where am I going to stash these bodies, though? Yeah, this corner's good enough.
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with Fidel, log on to
Ooh, this is good. That should work. Yeah, real glad I got the dermal armor, that's for sure. I'm not getting shredded like before.
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance of doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of iron sealing and geothermal. best chance of doing this is to modify ocean temperature through a combination of iron.
I'll have to do it for now. Yeah, I could sneak out without having to deal with any of them, but I want to take their ammo.
Involvement in secret United Nations meetings about the augmentation debate. Here's what the man had to say.
My visit
yeah.
to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to the Panchaea project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best
Yeah, I see number 4, or yeah, 4 floor below. So, 12 of 6 guys.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic
As soon as the installation.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to
Gosh, that is super. Alright. Got him. That's risk. Calculated risk, because I know my 100 health does refill on its own. Oh, he doesn't have. Oh, I think I already looted him.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty.
This thing really is short range.
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to www.
That or it missed. I don't know. I've kind of established Jensen is really bad aim. Okay. Alright.
Related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my.
You're referring to the Panchaea project.
And that's 3 dead.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better.
Heavy rifle.
Our best chance of doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to...
I actually got above. Nope, still above. Still not the right floor. So the armor piercing round was great. Those guys looked like they actually had armor.
Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures.
Still have no idea where this one last arrow is, though. Oh, right, ground floor. I have to go down to go out. Alright, what's up with this thing? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? No suppressor, of course. Powerful and features a high rate of fire, great to use against tough opponents. One of the most powerful projectile firearms available, M404NF is a military specification support weapon typically deployed with ground infantry units. Capable of delivering a hail of fully automatic fire, it is suitable for suppressing enemy positions or attacking armored targets. While the battle rifle provides superlative damage delivery, range, ammunition capacity, and rate of fire, its large mass and inherent instability during sustained operation make it suitable only for area attack options. Reloading can also be time-consuming. Special internal coolant enhancement package that can prevent the weapon from overheating during sustained firing. Alright.
As soon as the installation is complete.
Oh, it's not belt fed.
More of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow. Log on to www.
God damn, that spread. Oh, and I can't ADS with it either. Yeah, this thing's good. I was a bit pleased to find an LMG, but I gotta sell something this inaccurate. Big mag, though. Big mag. Which way is that guy facing? I still see some more arrows, honestly. Oh, shotgun. Yeah, I don't really care for the shotgun. They could have overridden the security, honestly. Best to treat that camera as hostile. Again, would love to get a suppressor. 2 suppressors, really, because I could pop one on the combat rifle and then one on the good old pistol. Not sure which order, though. Probably the pistol, though. One-shot wonders are pretty good. One-shot wonders with 200 ammo. Oh, would you look at that? Where's this even go? Oh-huh. Oh, they got a turret. Yeah, hopefully this is the last. No, I see more guys, honestly. Looks like we're going over 2 hours again. Oh, I got 10 mils. Cool, cool. I could just pop them both dead right now. Yeah, I could. It's sorely tempting because it would end this quickly, but I kind of want to knock them out if I can. Why is that green? And they don't hear that. Okay. Hmm. Wait a minute. Is that? Oh, that's a security hub. Wait, security hub? Ooh, but Let's hack it.
You see anything? I've got something. In cover position.
That's why I don't want to just hack, you know? Doesn't really pause time at all.
He could be over there. Affirmative. This area looks secure.
Oh, they got mines. If anything to throw, though.
I think we're good, but we'd better keep our eyes open. This is the spot.
Keep looking. Someone must be there.
I could just sprint at them and knock them out.
Something's going on here. Stay alert.
Oh, they went way back, huh?
You see any? I've got there! Acknowledge. I got you covered. Had enough?
Ah, that's what I was worried about. How's that? Oh, that's a vent. Great. Okay. Okay. How even is this? Alrighty. Jesus fucking Christ.
Access denied.
You see his Namuni. Just goes Iron Fist. You're looking for their pocket secretary lost. Hopefully it's for this, but who knows. Again, I'm curious if, like, I can destroy this thing with just the 10 mil. I don't know if that second shot, the blind fire actually hit, so... 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just seeing how many shots it takes with an armor-piercing 10 mil to destroy a turret now that it's by itself. Yeah, those guys are knocked out, by the way. Takes more than 2 mags, I'm not gonna bother. Oh, hello. 1.5 mags. Cool. Oh, no code. Alright. Ooh, that's rough. Okay. Okay. No way I'm getting close enough for a takedown while I'm doing my trick here. Do you actually know of a way to get past mines without, you know, blowing them up? That's something I'm curious about. Okay. Ooh, these paramilitary guys. Yeah, I could shoot them. I wouldn't feel too bad about that. Actually, I'd like to try out like a stealth kill. I can. No? Alright. Stealth takedown. Hmm. You copy what? Ooh. Okay, okay. Okay, I might shoot these guys, or at least the heavy gunner. Who knows, who knows. Okay, because my experience with them has been if you try to get close, they blow up and kill you. So I just detonate them from a safe distance. Hey there. You're the first one I've spared. Oh, 2016. Dang, that's old. That's old. That's a while ago. Let me slap that in there. Cannot contain a specified item. Can I not rotate this? Rotate that. Oh, that takes up a lot of space, huh? Yeah, they are just entangled right now. There we go. Ah, it's 100.
Malik, get Pritchard on the line. Tell him I need everything he's got on the Tai Young Medical Building. Schematics, blueprints, everything.
That might take a while, Jensen.
Yeah, well, he's got as long as it takes for me to find this Tai Young shuttle Van Bruggen talked about and ride it to their factory. Jensen out.
Alright, I got a practice point. That. Alright, alright. They're gray, so I am cautious here. As soon as I get into the green, I think I'll call it a night. Where are they? Yeah, they're fine. They're showing we're on the map, but... Oh, they're not hostile.
You shouldn't be here. Get moving.
Yeah, more piercing 10 mil. That is honestly fantastic.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance of doing this is to modify.
And now I can open the door. Not yet. So here's where I save for tonight. Finally call it. So thank you for watching, Alyssa. Alright, tomorrow's Saturday, so I'll see you Sunday. And then this coming Thursday, assuming you don't decide there's a better date, will be the coding stream. Have a good night.